We live an incredibly technologically advanced time. Everything you can think of is a quick Google search away. While most of our technology has been developed since the Industrial Revolution in the 18th and 19th centuries, many products we use today have a much longer history dating back to the ancient times. Many of today's ideas and tools can be traced back to the ancient world. Many inventions that are still in use today have been around for hundreds and even thousands of years, having once been revolutionary during an early time period. Some of them are so old that it's hard to trace their origination back to who actually came up with the idea or designed the product. 5. Paper by Egyptians. Ancient Egyptians found a way of writing on papyrus paper around 3000 BC. The papers were not only produced, they were also bound together to form a sort of book that contained several strips of paper woven together. The hard surface of papyrus required strong pens to write on, which Egyptians made out of cut reeds and used an ink produced by mixing various organic materials with vegetable gum and beeswax. Even the word paper originates from papyrus, which is a thick plant material most associated with the Egyptians, but it was the Chinese who first crafted paper for specialized writing and printing use and later spread it to the world. 4. Alarm clocks. One of the most commonly used gadgets in today's time is an alarm clock, which had its origins in the ancient Greece. Over time, the alarm clock has undergone a number of changes and improvements. From the mechanical alarm to modern gadgets like cell phones, which come with an inbuilt alarm. The alarm clock was invented in the ancient Greece. The idea of an alarm clock came from a Greek inventor and an engineer named Ctesibius, who tracked time with a water clock. Then, Plato also made his own version of an alarm clock with vessels. His alarm clock worked with vessels filling up with water, pedals dripping, hitting the floor and making a sound. Even till this day, a lot of people tend to use their mobile phones or a digital alarm clock to get themselves up in the morning, but many may not know that it originates from the time of the ancient Greeks. 3. Door locks. The very first locks introduced were technically knots made from ropes. Eventually, people created locks made from wood and metal. The first types were documented in the ancient Egypt some 6,000 years ago. Metal locks became widespread during the medieval era. The overall design of door locks hasn't changed that much in the centuries since. Nowadays, electric locks are becoming increasingly common. 2. Eye makeup. Ancient Egyptians knew all about the power of a smoky eye. Way back in 4000 BC, women applied the mix to their face to add color and highlight facial features. They used a blend of burnt almond, oxidized copper, and colored copper ores or ashes to enhance their eyes and make them almond-shaped. In some Egyptian paintings, Egyptians are depicted wearing green eye makeup, a shade they believed had healing powers, as well as the power to protect the wearer from evil eye. Ancient Egypt was a place where makeup was a huge part of life, no matter what your gender, class, or background was. Makeup was accepted and encouraged, and much of it resembled the same products that you would use today. 1. Concrete. Every building around us is built with at least some concrete. This important material dates back to 6500 BC. where the present-day Syria and Jordan geographically lies. This is where the earliest concrete structures were recorded. Concrete was used for construction in many ancient structures. The Romans mixed limestone with volcanic ash to form a mortar, then packed this thick substance together with chunks of brick or volcanic tuff to form the basic materials for road, bridges, buildings, and other structures, including such enduring behemoths as the Pantheon and the Colosseum. Today's scientists have concluded that Roman concrete, although weaker than modern cement, is astonishingly long-lasting, remaining relatively intact even after centuries of exposure to seawater and other damaging elements.